Well, that was interesting. Okay. Good morning, Lopter, Demon King of Inferno, hail. Let's see. Here, got the chests and new monsters. By the way, check Armor Gaming to get free chests. I will check that out. That's a YouTube channel, right? They probably got some algorithm thing. I check their video. They get more views, more clicks, more likes. What a strategy. Anyway, morning, folks. This is the Monday Morning Mutant Mumblings live stream, and I come to you with a heavy heart. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, ¿tú, Micola? Deviant Porg, bienvenidos, or whatever they say in France. Ah, but yes, the heavy heart. Why? For this reason and this reason. Completely shattering me. The New Mutants. I had some expectations. I had some hopes. I'm not a big horror movie guy, but from what I understand of the New Mutants, it was originally more YA, which I'm not into. I, you know, I've had my stint with the Supernatural series, and during its early days, I think the last time that I watched that series was when Dean went to hell, and then the angel, I forgot the name of the angel, grabbed him up and pulled him out of hell. And all the other demons were really afraid of him because the angel had dragged him up. Other than that, that's like the only YA thing that I really want. Well, there was that that one show with Emily Van de Camp in it. I watched that once upon a time. Not once upon a time. Once upon a time I also watched, but I forgot the name of the stupid series. It's like it was a yeah, Castiel, the angel, yes. Um it was before Winter Soldier, before she was cast in Winter Soldier. And also, damn, you think about that, that was like 5, 6 years ago. How time flies. We are now in the cusp of 2020, wondering what's going to happen in September. And last night, right around 10 p.m., it happened. We got to see, uh, we got to see Vision in the original OG fucking suit, and I got excited. I'm sorry to say, I got excited to see that WandaVision trailer. I dropped my phone and my mouth was gaping. So Disney has this wonderful thing of just taking a crap on the fans, on the lore, on the uh, on everything that made a series or a movie great, and then getting us all pissed off about it because Mulan, hello, Mulan. Disney has that tendency, and then they come out with this trailer. Now, if you haven't seen the trailer, go on to boundingintocomics.com. Uh, View it there. Uh, Mostly because we don't want to give Marvel or Disney any more money. But dude, that trailer got me interested. Now I know a few things about the first two episodes that might sour me, but from the looks of it, it looks to be everything that I was thinking it was going to be, which is just a bizarre fucking thing. Um, None of it that I saw in that trailer made any sense to me. And that intrigues me. Like, oh my gosh, what is this? What is this thing? And the reason I bring up that trailer and the two instances where Wanda Maximoff is wearing the OG, the original costume, and Vision is wearing the original OG costume is because of this contrast with the New Mutants and the failure of the New Mutants and the failure of the X-Men franchises altogether. There is something to be said about the way comic books sold. The way comic books sold is they sold on the artwork. They sold on the what J. Scott Campbell drew on the covers. It it sold on what was being advertised. Remember when they had swimsuit specials? Oh man. Oh man, the joys of my teenage years watching. I could not purchase those fucking comics. I could not purchase those comics, but they were available for me and my brother to look at while we were while we were running through the aisles of the comic book store on our way to the beach. Hail, OC Steve. Dude, okay, guess what? Bars aren't open yet. Apparently we are in tier 3 or something, which means the theaters are kind of open, but the bars are not. Which blows because I got to introduce you to Kai MFS. He's also in the OC area, Steve, and we should all get together and at the end of this fucking shit show of a coronavirus pandemic and just shoot the shit and maybe live stream it. Yeah, but yeah, what sold? What was pleasing to the eye gate? What was pleasing to the eye gate, and we gobbled up cool shit. Um, so yeah, J. Scott Campbell. I was in. I think on one of the streams I talked about Andy Kubert, and then even right now, Adam Kubert doing the Wolverine comic books has me a little more interested, but I know it's the crap writing going on in this crap narrative going on for the X Men right now. And that brings us to the New Mutants, the YA New Mutants, which is, I understand there's an audience for that. I understand there was an audience for the kind of horror aspect of it. But the guy Josh Boone, he did freaking Fault in Our Stars, which is a great YA thing. They gave him another kind of YA thing to do. They told him to ramp up the horror, and he kind of didn't do that. He didn't. Now, I understand if he did the reshoots and the horror elements were just dialed up to 11, then that would have been a good movie. But all in all, the elements of the movie did not appeal to me as a comic book fan. Why? You had Ilyana Rasputin, who displayed powers and abilities very much akin to what she did in the comic books, and she had the armor on the right arm with the soul sword. But that was about it. She didn't get the harness. And then the origin of Lockheed was completely botched because Lockheed was originally brought in by Kitty Pryde, and she met Lockheed in her escape from the Brood. So you screwed up there, and I think that was also the time that Carol Danvers was hanging out with the X Men, and she became binary during that time. So Comic book history 101. Yeah, Magic with Lockheed. Lockheed does get with the New Mutants and Magic in particular at some point in the comics. Um, I don't know if it's the recent comic or sometime in the 90s. Um, but yeah, that's beside the point. The origin of Lockheed was screwed up. The costuming for each of them, and I don't know, it's like an origin story for many of the New Mutants. Still, when they put Venom in the movie theaters, first time they put Venom in the movie theaters with Topher Grace in Spider-Man 3, we looked at that and we said, that is not Venom. And the sales for Spider-Man 3 in the box office kind of reflected that. And the reception of Spider-Man 3 amongst the comic book community kind of reflected that. In my review of Venom, the Tom Hardy, the Tom Hardy Venom, uh, dude, that's a freaking that that costume is almost ripped from the comic book pages. Now, I didn't like Tom Hardy's performance in that film. The little twitchy Woody Allen thing that was going on when he was possessed by the symbiote. But I did like Venom. I loved the Venom performance. When Tom Hardy did the voicing of the symbiote, as well as the look, the feel, the vibe that Venom had. Uh, yeah, no Warlock either. But the failure of the New Mutants, one, aesthetically, and two, just in the comic book accuracy. So when we saw that panel where all the kids were on the screen and they brought in Bill Sikowitz, Sikowitz was there for like 15 seconds. He said his highs, he said his buys, and he split. And I think it's because he wanted to maybe distance himself from it. Um, it just seems like a bad idea to release the movie in theaters when there's like this reduced capacity thing going on, and to be the first out the gate to do it. All in all, bad decisions all around. It should have gone through some reshoots to just do something different. Logan did something different, even though it wasn't with the comic book accurate costumes or anything. It dared to do something different. Uh, New Mutants kind of dabbled in trying to do something different, but also trying to do something safe, and it just failed on both ends. It's just kind of like that Mulan movie where it tried to appeal to the Americans, tried to appeal to the Chinese, and just failed to do both. But back to the comic book accurate costumes and that WandaVision trailer that we saw last night, there's homage there. There's respect. There's a callback to the source material. And even though it looks this horribly clunky and non-functional, it is um it is a callback to fans. It is a reference to the fans, say giving us a nod of yeah, we recognize that this was a thing and we're going to put it on screen for you guys as kind of like an Easter egg. Just give us fan service. And every time Disney, fucking Disney, there's fan service there. And we get pissed at them for one thing and then we just, fuck. Now we got to go see this shit. So now, I've got two reasons to watch WandaVision. I got to watch this crazy ass shit going up on screen. And I've got to confirm whether those two episodes that were leaked, the synopsises and the summaries, I've got to find out if those were true. Yeah, WandaVision, the Legion TV show, another great thing. Like Fox, FX daring to do something different. Even though they didn't have the comic book accurate costumes, even though they didn't have that the feel of the Legion quest, it dared to do something different with the character. Unfortunately, it went on for 3 seasons and kind of lost the steam. Uh, okay, so OC Steve. I know the show writer for She Hulk is entitled Woke Brat Attacking Fans. So, interesting note about Dana Schwartz. She is one of many writers in that writer room. The head writer for She-Hulk is actually an Asian lady. I forgot her name. And here's the thing about her: she doesn't have a blue check mark by her name. And I retweeted her on a few things, and she was actually pretty cool. From what I understand, she was like interacting with fans, talking with us like normal. And she was the one headlined, tapped to write for the show. So I think Dana Schwartz is only part of that writers' room, and ultimately it comes down to, oh gosh, what is her name? Hold on a second while I look it up. Um, she, no. It's funny. And that's another thing. Um, Going back to this. The kids are going to appear in WandaVision. We saw them in the trailer holding them up. Vision and Wanda holding them up. Wiccan and Speed, which is part of this bigger thing that's going to be happening eventually. We're eventually going to get Young Avengers, according to some rumors out there. Wiccan and Speed, infamously part of that thing. And then you've got, what was it? Hulkling. Let's see. Hulkling. Who we got here? Gotta go back to my notes. Hulkling, Patriot, Iron Lad, the infamous America Chavez, Stature, and the new Hawkeye, Kate Bishop. Yeah, there. It's gonna be Young Avengers. Um, so it's going to be, what is this? Freaking. Okay, this is the one. So this is the actual head writer. Let me share the screen. Da, 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 da. Did it do it? There we go. Really? Okay. Marvel She-Hulk finds its head writer with Rick and Morty scribe. Forget her name. Jessica Gao. There she is. Okay. Won an Emmy for penning Rick and Morty episode Pickle Rick. So yeah, she's the actual person who is the head writer. So yeah, she's actually pretty cool. Not gonna lie. But in terms of Dana Schwartz, no, she's a pill. Um, okay, here's the thing. Oh gosh, here's the thing about Hulkling. You know how we already have kind of the scrolls that are kind of in that gray area between good and evil, and we're also kind of like with Kree, the same thing. There's some Kree there in that gray area, but the two are in some age-old war. An ancient war, and we're eventually going to see this World War, no, the Civil War thing kind of happen, where, and not Marvel Civil War, I'm talking about like Civil War area where you got somebody from the north and somebody from the south, uh, warring families, factions that are bitter and cold towards each other, yet two young patrons from both houses are in love with each other, and they start doing the thing. So yeah, there is hope for She-Hulk, especially with the new casting of. Yeah, anyway, so I'm not going to get into that one. Got into the Patriots shall fire. And then Nova. You know what? I've heard some rumors that Nova was actually going to get a solo film at some point. Now, it wouldn't be young Nova, unless the rumors that I heard were not true. We would actually get Richard Rider, which, a lot of fans have been clamoring for ever since Guardians of the Galaxy Part 1. The other person that they were talking about was, oh, gosh, maybe he's too old, but and then James Gunn really likes him. Nathan Fillion. Nathan Fillion. That dude is nerd central, and they were talking about him becoming Wonder Man. Um, so take it for what it's worth, grain of salt. That's the thing. Yeah, and there was also rumors of that. And here's the thing about all these freaking rumors. There's a lot going on in the background of Marvel, but there's only so much they can do. And they got to narrow down like, okay, our world is going to get bigger and bigger. We're going to have a lot more people in it. We're going to have a lot of characters that are heroes just populating this world. And eventually, we're going to have to get the X-Men in there. That, in and of itself, is just a billion other characters. A billion other characters. And then at some point, fans are going to be like, I can't keep up with this. And it's going to be like in the comic books. There's too many franchise. There's too many freaking comic books to keep up with. I am not going to watch movie 1, movie 2 of this thing. Movie 3 has some things that are important to what's going to happen in this movie, so I'm just going to watch movie 3. Um, yeah, he would have been perfect for Wonder Man. He would have been perfect for Wonder Man, but I think he's a little too old now. Fillion. He's got to be in his like, I'd hate to say it, like 50s. He's about as old as Paul Rudd. So maybe if, gosh, some of these guys, I swear they're bathing in virgin's blood to keep themselves look as young as possible, but as young as you might look on the outside, the inside is still fucking 50, dude. Um, and you won't be able to do as much as you can with freaking a 50-year-old body on the inside. I'm sorry. As much training and as much, you know, personal fitness as you put in your day, it's hard to do. But yeah, that's and here we go. The horrible thing. That's a horrible thing to say, Overseas Steve. We probably won't see X-Men until 2026. Shit. Ah. Here's the thing. People talk about, oh, I want to see representation on the screen. I want to see me on the screen. I don't care about seeing me on the screen. I want to see my fucking costumes on the screen. I want to see live action, the hood, the fucking hood on Wolverine just pulled down. Oh yeah, so he's almost 50. Anyway, so yeah, I want to see the fucking hood pulled down and the blue fucking gloves and the shoulder pads. Oh my gosh, the 90s shoulder pads. And then Cyclops. So they did okay with First Class. First Class, you got some retro fucking costumes. The team lineup was not anything like in the comic books, but you got that retro feel. You got that. Oh my gosh, the yellow. Ooh, that's bold. That catches the eye. That's fantastic. Let's get more of this. Um, Apocalypse. They had some good costumes, but it was just bad writing. Just really bad writing. On top of that, you got what was that last one? Dark Phoenix. They just abandoned all of that. They did the simplistic. They got the yellow X on their uniforms, and then that's about it. And they were going back to the old school freaking just one more step, and it would have been back to the X-Men from 2000, just black leather. So that's the other thing that we haven't heard. Like, I heard rumors about this, obviously, but all the rumors about the Fantastic Four gone silent. I'm hearing nothing. And that makes me think Fantastic Four is the next thing coming up. If I start hearing rumors about, like, you know, rumors about freaking, Galactus, or I start hearing rumors about, what other crazy, like Wonder Man, they cast Wonder Man. They got Modoc, a live action Modoc film coming up. I go, that's nothing. It's the stuff that you don't hear about. It's the stuff that just like goes silent that you like, okay, cool. It's kind of like the freaking when they hear a bunch of chatter online about a terrorist attack, about them planning a terrorist attack, okay, cool. That's they're planning a terrorist attack. Great. When the chatter stops, that's when you know it's they're done with the planning phase. They're into implementation. So something is being implemented. Um, Age of Apocalypse at the end of the film. Oh gosh, Ivan Ooze. That's all I gotta say about Age of Apocalypse. Um, they put Oscar Isaac in that. Sorry, dude. Sorry. I know. I know that was a bad role. I apologize. Okay, that's what I heard about Doctor Doom. Um, Giancarlo Esposito. That's the only thing I heard about anything Fantastic Four related. Doctor Doom as Giancarlo Esposito. Well, he's in The Mandalorian, and he is Moff Gideon. And apparently, he's got some like fighting scenes. Now, if they like, what would they have to do? They would have to get the stunt double on it. But yeah, by the time they get to anything with Doom, Giancarlo is 62. He is much older than Robert Downey Jr. was when he started getting into the Iron Man suit. I don't. Yeah, it's not plausible. That rumor is. I think it's bumpkus. I think it's nothing. It's a nothing burger. Alexander Skarsgård. Yeah, that dude. And then who's the other guy? Um, No Country for Old Men. The guy Bardem. Javier Bardem as Doctor Doom. Holy shit. Uh, I know I've said that I've wanted to wean myself from the mainstream, the properties that have really taken a tank for the comic book faithful, the lore and everything that came before it. It's just shitting on it. Just I know I've said that I've wanted to wean myself, just slowly withdraw from those things. But if they put fucking Javier Bardem as Doctor Doom, the wallet might have to open up again. Well, what the fuck am I saying? They put a fucking comic book accurate costume in WandaVision. Now the wallet's opening up again. I'm a sucker, I guess. But notwithstanding, things are happening on my end to try to create something new, something different, and something for free that folks can look at and appreciate as good art and hopefully good writing. And I hope I respect the form in my meager efforts. Something just something that I see as some cool shit that I can draw and write and give back to the community. Hoping that it's worthy of a share and a like. But yeah, the DC universe, I am not sure of. I could care less about the DC universe because I didn't grow up on those comics, unfortunately. I but yeah, New Mutants. This is. I know I got started talking on WandaVision and stuff happening in the MCU, but I guess it's just it's a testament to how you approach the fans and how you approach the things that the fans loved from their past. Like Venom did it. Remember when we were teased at the end of the Wolverine? He opened up the case and then there was the mask with the gloves. Imagine if we had gotten that. Anyway, well, thanks for joining me, everybody. OC Steve, Lopter, Demon King of Inferno, Deviant Porg, and Jorge, wherever you went. Thanks for joining me this morning, and we will do something this Thursday. Thursday therapy sessions will continue to go on, and then I am working on something new, something different. Join me for that when that happens, please. And yeah, thanks for joining me again. WandaVision, dude, I don't know. Marvel Indonesia supposedly put down a release date of October 30th, which would run right with the Mandalorian. Yeah, I'll put that one up there. Right with the Mandalorian, which would give us two shows to watch every week on the Disney Plus platform, which I don't think they want to do. However, um, uh, that dude from freaking comicbook.com was saying that WandaVision is confirmed for the December date. And he was looking up some stuff on the platform. I have yet to look at the platform for any release date on that one. I'll check that out in a bit. But no Falcon and Winter Soldier though. That's Oh yeah, and then check out OCC's channel. He's got the Neo Japan Wrestling talk going on. Um, but yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier 2021. Anyway, thanks for joining me, guys. Movies and shows are interconnected. They can't give a date for the shows now. Yeah. Um, what's the movie that they've got right now that's going to be interconnected with that? Black Widow? And then Black Widow is supposedly supposed to be happening in the past. So, I don't know, guys. All right, I'll see you all in a bit.